Client spotlight. We have Tina Stoll here. Tina is a great friend of mine and Julie's. We've known her for quite a while now. And Tina's really got a really cool story. She's not like your typical, like, she was at the gym all the time. Matter of fact, she's kind of doing stuff from home. It's not, everybody think, again, I own a gym, and a lot of times her story's like gets people away from the gym. Again, weight loss and gym are very, very separate, right? So I brought Tina on. She's got a phenomenal story. Like, what's the total weight loss now? Like, total weight loss? Like
52 pounds.
52 pounds. And how long has that been?
The end of July last year, 2020.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yep. So that's a very sustainable pace. That's one of the biggest things that we talk a lot about, is doing something that you can sustain.
So I'm almost 6 months.
Almost 6. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So what I want is, we were kind of briefly talking about this, but so many people think, all these people that lose the weight, well, they just had it easy. Like, they probably didn't have jobs. They probably don't have kids. They have nothing better to do but cook all these amazing gourmet meals. Right. And it's like, that's usually not the case. No, we got jobs, careers, kids. You brought on additional kids, right?
I have 5 kids.
Yes, brought on additional kids. So Ashley, let's talk a little bit about that. I mean, you have Teddy, right? And then you brought on some cousins.
Yep, I have my son. He's 9 years old. And then I brought April 6th. I got custody of my 4 nieces and nephews, and
4.
I'm a
so
single
that's 5
parent
total.
And as a single parent, yep.
And still lost, and still did, So yeah, I mean, you add as a single parent. So again, you were, needless to say, busy.
Right.
You didn't have time to do stuff like this, but you made the time. You've heard me say this, I don't have time for anything. I make time for things that matter, right?
That's what I learned from you.
And you definitely did that. So let's go back. Take me to the point where, like, you either didn't know me or before, right? Because we didn't start off with just a client relationship. We had some other, mutual friends. But kind of, where were you at physically, mentally, like, kind of just where were you at that frame of mind prior to starting a process like this?
Yep. So I had been wanting to lose weight and get fit, and for many years. I would say I put on the most weight the last 3 or 4 years. Hadn't really ever had an issue for the most part, but had always wanted to be toned and whatever, but could never find the motivation until I took on the children. I started having heart palpitations really bad, and sorry, my battery's going dead. Okay, so started having heart palpitations and realized I had to make some changes. So, I was starting to walk to try to lose the weight. I hadn't yet reached out for help from you. So I tried walking, really worked really hard at walking, and then quickly realized that wasn't going to be enough. I needed to make some nutritional changes, and then, reached out to you, was like, help, and that's made all the difference. And I really have it compared to what I was doing before. Like the working out is very minimal.
Yeah.
But the results have been far exceeding anything I could have done on my own before.
You lost 50 pounds, not having a gym membership, not grinding out, a bunch of workouts at a gym. There was 0 workouts at a gym. Primarily going outdoors, walking with the family, and just watching what you were eating.
Yep.
And
100%.
It's awesome because, like, I say this, I don't remember going bald. Everybody else around me told me I was, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't see the changes. The changes that we see in you, especially when we get on Zoom calls, and and everybody says this, I'm sure to you, but you seem and just appear, and I know it's true, you're just happier. You have a better glow about you.
Yeah. I feel so much better.
Yes, it's awesome. We love seeing that.
I don't recall ever feeling this good, even in my 20s or 30s. I don't remember, like, I'm like knocking out all kinds of goals and, all kinds of stuff. Was never able to do this before.
And it's partly because of the weight loss, but it's primarily because you did it. You accomplished. You are succeeding, right? You had a goal, and there's progress, and progress picks up steam and momentum, and it's just carried over into so many other things. And it's just it is awesome to see that. Now, what when you reached out to me, like that initial time frame when you were reaching out, like what did you think was going to happen, kind of preconceived ideas, and what was reality?
Yep, I thought I was going to have to really work hard, and you'd have me in the gym 24 hours a day. And yeah, I thought I was going to be starving. And I've never eaten so much food in my life. Seriously, it's incredible. And I'm still on the daily. I'm looking at, like, today I had I think it was 200 grams of um, the beef. And it filled the bowl. I was like, how can I eat all this? But and then minimal carbs, and it's amazing. It's working. I
Yeah.
can do
Yeah.
it.
How can I be stuffed all day, not finish my food, and simultaneously lose weight? Like, this
Lose
can't
weight.
be
Yep,
reality. But
it's happening.
but again, that is the
Yep.
story. That's
Yep.
awesome. I'm glad you said
You know
that.
your stuff. It's amazing.
That's awesome. I'm glad you said that. What is probably in that 6 month time frame, what's probably one of the biggest aha moments or biggest takeaway learning experiences that you've had?
Uh, can I tell you many of them? But the biggest one, I
Biggest one.
there's been a lot, and probably the biggest one. My favorite is the carbs, the hormone that there's two hormones, one that makes you feel full and one that makes you feel hungry. Well, so carbohydrates suppress the one that make you feel full. So when I was previously the cereal addict in the morning, and toast for snacks and stuff like that, I was actually suppressing that hormone and making me eat snack more. And I swear I'm saving on my food bill at this
Yeah,
point,
yeah.
but eating
That's
more.
a very good point. I have had several clients say Joe costs X amount a month, and they're like, it's actually a wash. Like, I actually
Yep.
save,
Yep.
because they break down the meals. They're like, I'm saving so much money on eating
Yep.
out at wherever they go. And
Yep.
that's,
I don't eat
that
out
is,
anymore. That's a miracle too.
that is pretty cool. That is
Not
pretty
eating
cool.
on the run. I would rather have the good stuff you have on my meal plan than the garbage out.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
mean,
it's so
it's like,
expensive.
I say this, most people take better care of their vehicles than they do their own bodies.
Yeah.
I put the premium gas in my car. It's like, I know, but you're putting junk, in, your own body. And then,
Yeah.
and we wonder why we don't function
Yeah.
proficiently, or so to say,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So advice from you, speaking to somebody that is, rewind the clock 6, 7, 8, 9 months, a year ago, you're speaking to someone like yourself that, again, maybe they're directionless. Where do I go? Because a lot of people, they get kind of, frozen with fear. Like, I don't know what direction to go in. I don't like wasting my time. So they just, so they don't go anywhere. Like, what would be, impactful piece of advice that you would give somebody that's kind of just starting off or looking in a direction to do what?
I would say get in touch with Joe. He knows his stuff, and sign up no matter what, and just do it. Have faith. Um, it. I couldn't have done it without you and your knowledge nutritionally. I could not have. I mean, to have the mental clarity and then the weight loss, and yeah, I feel like you're the only one, like, because you're just, I don't know, you're patient.
Thank you.
Tell things in layman's terms. You're not too technical. Patient. That's been huge. I've needed that.
My wife needs to hear that. Maybe.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
or at least my kids, right?
Yeah.
But no, and again, flattered you say that. Now, again, everything I know I've learned from other people. So again, it's not, I mean, give credit where credit's due. It's not like I am the scientist and the experimenter.
Oh yeah.
Now again, I do like the science behind it though. And again, it's kind of like there's so much information out there that it's like, where do we go? What information do I take in as truth? What information do I take that's going to help me? And again, we're all different. So therefore, yeah, I mean, thank you for saying that. But again, you did the work. I gave you guidance and I gave you support. We had a plan. We have a plan. And it's just now all it is, yeah, you got to run with it, because there've had people that I've given plans to and they don't do, so it's, just because someone has a plan doesn't mean it's going to happen, right? Well, hey, now you got to follow the plan, right? So everything has its path. So no, Tina, super, super excited for you. Man, we love having you on board, and yes, it is awesome. So we appreciate it. And especially all the inspiration that comes flying at, again, I've had people reach out from some of your Facebook posts and, and it's just, just being able to see that. And then when we do, you're right, because we do coaching calls and, and you're on and everybody, and it's just, it's great to create a community of people that are like-minded, that, encourage others where, it's not just me. Again, you help with others and other people help you. And that is one of the things that we've done, is just kind of create that community. So we are super excited that you are part of that community. So
thank you. And I appreciate that you have that also, because you give your time freely and your expertise and your knowledge. And you have the quite a few groups that are just, anybody can join the Facebook group.
Right. Absolutely. It's, out of sight, out of mind. It's, what do we invest our time and focus into is typically going to grow. So, like I said, we are super glad that you are, and not only are you part of the community, you are involved in the community, right? It's one, it's like, we're going to get out of group participation what we want, so no, it is great that you're able to participate as well too. So we are fired up for you, and I appreciate all of your time.
Thank you so much. Glad to know you.